Ah, I'm still alive. Woo! BikeBlogger here. On my way to work. 6 years of autumn. Topic of the day. I've been bike commuting now on the BikeBlogger channel for 6 years. And I'm happy to be back on the bike right now, actually. I've been injured. I'm doing better, not 100% though. So, I gotta not get too far ahead of myself here. It is really nice to be back on the bike. I've been off of the bike for weeks now, so it's very comforting to know that I can get back on the bike. I injured my ankle, and I'm still getting over that. The nice thing about cycling is it is a low impact sort of an exercise. Of course, you can go hard with any exercise, so I just need to take it a little easy, so we're not going to go super duper fast in this video, but just take in all of autumn has to offer. Pretty fall colors are coming. A lot of trees are starting to change color, but they're still pretty green. It is October now. Oh boy, it's gonna be a long wait. Unless I hit it right. No, not now. Take my time here. This is a busy road. It can be kind of tricky to cross it when there's this much traffic, so I might have to make a right and then a left if I can't just go straight across the road here. They're actually stopped to the right over there, but there's like a huge line of cars coming from that way. Yeah, they actually stopped right there. So here's what we're gonna do. Take the sidewalk for a second. Get past this line of cars that's piling up, and I can see around them. Alright, now I gotta spin it around so I can't see where I'm. There we go. Okay, so there's a big gap there. Yeah. There's a green truck there. There we go. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. There we go. Woo! Yeah, we're taking a different path to work today. Make a right down Huafa. Thought this road was one way, but it looks like it's two-way. So, yeah, I've been doing this for 6 years and trying to keep myself together. I keep getting injured. So my injury was not related to riding a bike. It was a running industry injury. I sprained my ankle, and it was pretty bad. I was immobilized. I could not even walk on it, and unfortunately it is still a little swollen at the ankle joint. So let's see, can we go straight? Go straight. So I need to be easy on it. I don't want to aggravate the problem. This street looks like it was recently repaved. Nice. So yeah, I've been off my foot for some time. Is this a one-way street? I think this is a one-way street. Yeah, there was a one-way sign back there. It's okay, we'll take it easy. Nice and slow. Are all these streets one way? Okay, this street isn't one way. Alright, so we're gonna have to double back here because I didn't know I couldn't make a right there, so stay off the one-way streets, go in the wrong direction if I can. We're not salmon. Don't want to go the wrong direction. Woo! Yeah, it feels wonderful outside. It is, I don't know, 70 Fahrenheit, so it is cool. The hot weather has subsided. I mean, summer is over. So, really nice weather right now. So yeah, unfortunately the ankle I injured is my right ankle. And that's the ankle I use to put my foot down all the time. Let's just keep going straight. Every time I put my foot down at a stop, I gotta worry about hurting my ankle, although it doesn't, I don't feel any pain right now. It's really good. But one thing you gotta watch out for is when you get your adrenaline going and you're exercising or something, your brain releases those endorphins, those natural painkillers, and you may not know you're injuring yourself. Up. Alright. Go this way. Left. So not only am I trying to take it somewhat slow here, because I don't want to re-injure myself, I'm not at my peak physical performance right now. I gotta work on that a little bit. Of course, I feel really fresh right now because I have not been riding my bike for a while. So you just gotta kind of ease yourself into it. And of course, my method of easing myself back into it is take an extended bike commute to work. I just know it's been a while since I've done these videos, so I'm trying to make up for that. Alright. Woo! And the weather's just wonderful. I was a little worried I wasn't going to be able to really ride my bike until winter time, or at least until it's even colder outside. So I'm so happy I can still wear the short sleeves and fingerless gloves here. Woo. Another car. Watch out for the debris in the road. Look both ways. Here we go. Oh. So if you're a veteran of my older videos, this would actually be my direction going. Let's go this way actually. I was gonna say this is actually the way I would go when I'm going home. I'm actually going to work. I'm just taking a very long about way to work today. Roundabout way, long about way. Oh. Woo. Going past the Lowe's hardware store. Just past that to the left. Street not through. Except for bikes. Woo. Okay, okay. What I'm gonna have to do is get off my bike here for a second. So I can cross. There goes the train! There goes the train! So I can pass the train tracks. Alright. Here we go. Cross the tracks. So as you can tell, or you can't see me, but here's my hurt. That's my hurt foot. Oh my. Doing better now, but man, it was painful. I dislocated my shoulder earlier this year, and that was about as painful, but I think this is more painful. My sprung ankle bone. Ankle bones. There's a lot of bones in the feet and the ankle area. trying to lift my foot a little bit off the pedal when I hit a big speed bump like that, because I don't want to jolt my ankle too badly. Yeah, this ankle injury though, I think it's had me off the bike probably about as long as I've ever been off the bike, except for one time when I fell off my bike while on some dirt paths through a foresty area, and I went over the bars and actually landed on the bars of a mountain bike and jabbed my ribs, and so I injured my ribs, and it was hard to breathe and that sort of deal, so really bad. And that took probably just about as long, at least. I think I was off the bike for probably at least a month, trying to do videos intermittently, of course. You gotta keep my fans occupied. I'm gonna make a left here, and so yeah, I think it was actually not at least probably 2 months after that rib injury that I actually really starting to really feel better. This hasn't taken as long, but it did take longer than I thought. When I was looking up injuries, like joint injuries, like at your ankle or whatever, I ran across a website that was discussing injuries for people who practice karate, so like martial arts and stuff. And from what I gather, I'm not a martial artist, but one of the really important things for being good at martial arts is having good flexibility. So you gotta do lots of stretches and stuff to avoid getting injuries. Okie dokie. Make a left here. Put my foot down. Okay. I'm taking my time getting started. This is a single speed bike, so I gotta put a little brute force into the pedals to get myself going. Whew. Giving myself plenty of space from the trucks, just so I don't get hurt. They swing a door open. Okie dokie. Let's go up the trail here. Alright. Now this is a steep hill even when I'm not injured, so I have to take it a little slow here. Pulling off of the trail just because I'm trying to get that extra space from people, because there is a global pandemic going on with people getting sick and dying, and I do not want to die. So, up, up, up. Alright, this is gonna be tricky. Alright, somebody's coming from that sidewalk there, so I have to go this way. I have to either wait until they pass or find another way around. I think I'll just find another way around here. Woo! So yeah, I think it is, when I post this video, I think it is October 2nd, if I'm correct. And that marks the 6-year anniversary of the BikeBlogger channel. Bike commuting to work. Bike commuting to work today. Let's do it. Let's do it. Woo! Alright. That guy's pointed the wrong way on the street. What is up with that? Oh. A little pond to the right. Trying to keep my distance from people. Alright, coming down on Manchester Road here. This just looks like a complete mess, the road. Oh, look at all that glass, nice. Okay, so is this road closed or what's the deal? I have no idea. Woo. Alright, actually let's keep going straight. I looked to my right and I saw a big hill and I'm like, no, I don't want to injure my ankle today. Let's see if we can find a road that's not as steep. This one looks fine. Let's go up this one here. Yeah, there's like nobody behind me. I don't know. I don't think the road is closed, but there certainly was not many people on that road doing some sort of construction. I know this is a floodplain, this area here in Brentwood, Missouri, so maybe they're trying to mitigate all the flooding they get during the rainy season. I think it rained a day or two ago, but it hasn't really rained around here for quite some time. Oh man, what is with these roads? Yeah, it's like they're replacing sewer pipes or something, all these torn up road. Well, sewer or water or some sort of utility pipes. Okay. Alright, here we go. So we're actually going past my old stomping grounds. I used to live around here years ago. Alright, let's get on the trail. There's a cyclist way up ahead, but there's nobody coming, so I think it's fine to use the multi-use trail here. Woo! So, I have a little tip for you today, tip of the day, regarding injuries. As I found out, or I guess I didn't really realize, or nothing clicked in my head, or I forgot, when you injure yourself, physical therapy is very important. For probably about the first 2 weeks, I just completely immobilized my ankle. You know, I was just basically completely not putting any weight on it or anything and just not moving it at all. And that's a good way to kill a part of your body. You need to move. You need to move those joints so they release the fancy fluids, the fancy liquids that lubricate your joints. Let's make a left here. What is going on over here? Look at that. Half the road is shut down. So PT or physical therapy, extremely important. And here comes a truck, okay? So what are we gonna do here? And there's no sidewalk here at all. Is that, oh, that truck is backing up, okay. I think we're okay. I get through here before the car comes. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if this is one way or what the deal is, but half the road is shut down. Get over here. It's gonna hang on the sidewalk for a second. So yeah, physical therapy, extremely important. I was actually compressing the area. I had one of those ACE bandages on, and I did a little looking up on that, and oddly, there we go. That was perfect timing. Oddly, Oxford University doesn't even recommend using compression bandages, as they're called, for an ankle sprain. Well, I should say specifically, they do not say one way or another. I read a study that said someone who used the compression bandage on an ankle sprain injury, and some people who didn't, those who didn't actually healed twice as fast. So, and Oxford University says it makes no difference. But don't take my word for it, look it up. I could be mistaken. I could be mistaken. Woo! Alright. Woo-wee! Up the hill. So yeah, maybe it took me twice as long to get better because I was using a compression bandage. Okay, let that guy go. I'm gonna get over here. So it was okay to pass the school bus because they have little stop signs on them, and the stop sign wasn't facing out there. Let's go this way. School's out. Or I guess I should say school is in, even though the pandemic is getting worse. Parents just couldn't handle their kids anymore, so sending them back to school. There we go. Alright, let's go this way. And then we're gonna turn around and go back home. Not. I go back to work. Back to work today. Okay. So make a left here. So yeah, Oxford University actually doesn't use the Rice method for certain injuries, certain generally athletic injuries or sports injuries. I keep saying industries now. Injuries. So the classic recovery plan is RICE, which is a anagram, is that the word? And it stands for RICE. So each letter in RICE, the word RICE, means something. So if you get hurt, depending on the injury, but the general method, to begin with at least, as you're still swollen, is to rest, which is R, and then use ice, which is I, and then use compression, which is C, and then use elevation, elevate the injured limb. So Oxford University removes the compression part of it, and their anagram is RIPE. RIPE. And here we go. There we go. Woo! On our way to work today. BikeBlogger here. So their anagram spells out rest R, ice I, P painkillers, and then E elevation. So that's the way they do it. Let's go left. So yeah, instead of compression, they recommend painkillers. Painkillers are a dangerous thing though, depending on the type of painkiller. You know, if it's an opioid or not. Opioid addiction is a real thing, which basically means you become addicted to the painkiller and you become, I think a better word than addiction is dependency. You become dependent on the painkiller. In other words, your body is not able to make its natural painkillers, those endorphins I talked about earlier, and it relies on the drug to give you those painkillers. And in fact, you not only become dependent on it, you develop a tolerance to it. So, which is by what I was saying earlier, basically it weakens your own natural system to make its own natural painkillers. So you become dependent and tolerant on the drug or prescription drug or whatever medication. And that's a bad thing. It's a bad thing if you're poor, because it costs a lot of money to get those fancy painkillers. But even if you're rich, it's not good, because now you're relying on something that's not even your own body. So that's kind of that's a bad thing. It's a bad thing. Woo. All right, make a left here. Going back the way we came, so to speak. Actually, now I think about it, this isn't exactly the way I wanted to go. So we're gonna have to kind of turn around a little. That's okay. I know where I'm gonna go. Oh, I can feel the burn now. I've been riding the bike for probably about 20 minutes or so, and my injury doesn't hurt, but I can feel that, you know, my lungs are working. It's been a while since I got a good workout. At least a good bicycle workout. Alright. Kind of back on the trail we were on earlier. Woo! Okay. There's probably pedestrians walking on here, so I'm gonna get off here and get on the real road. The road's bigger and I have it to myself here. You can see there's actually a car going straight there to the left. The street I'm on right now is one way. That street over there is two-way. But it's also got stop signs. There's no stop sign on this side, so this is perfect for a bike. Just roll downhill. I'm actually going slightly downhill. Woo! Pretty tree! There's a weeping willow tree back there on the left that we passed. So they are actually tearing up this road. I'm not sure how much further we can go. This is actually the end of the road anyway. Yeah, this guy's coming this way. Alright. Nice and easy. Let's see. Yeah, there's people on the walking path there, so we'll just go this way. Da, 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 da. Hope you guys enjoy my longer videos. This is going to be a longer video. To make my way to work today. Let's see, I want to make a right and then a left, I believe. Alright, nobody coming that way. We go this way. Cut around back to the select. Heading toward Webster Groves, Missouri now. Because that it abuts Maplewood, Missouri, which is where I work. So gotta go south a little bit here. Well, that's cool. There's a dog park to the right. I didn't know they put a dog park there. This is a nice quiet little road, huh? Not many people back here. Oh, breathing in. Oh, nasty gravel, debris, dust from the trucks passing. Hey, there's a boat. There's a boat. Kind of an old-looking boat. All right. Woo-wee. All right, now we gotta climb out of here. Up the hill. Whew. Yeah, so far, so good. I'm not feeling any pain, but that doesn't mean I'm not injuring myself or re-injuring myself. I gotta be careful because, like I said before, you get those natural painkillers, those endorphins, those adrenaline going, and you can really hurt yourself. I attribute that probably pretty greatly to why I really had a bad ankle sprain, is because I injured it and I didn't think it was that bad, so I kept running and bicycling on the injured ankle, and that's what really set me back. But yeah, Do what I say, not what I do. It's hard to really know when you got your adrenaline running, you know, how badly hurt you are. I've heard stories about people getting shot, you know, by a gun and not even feeling it if they're, you know, well, jacked up on drugs, or if they're got the natural pain receptors going, you know, they're running on adrenaline. It's a pretty big gap, but we're gonna play it safe. Okay. There we go. Woo. So years ago, they were actually installing a sewer underneath one of these roads, like a 20-foot diameter sewer, like something you could ride a bike through. And not sure exactly what road that was. It might be the road up this way at the bottom of the hill. So we'll take a look here in a second. We'll know for certain if it's like, you know, a freshly paved road. Oh, then again, it has been a while since I've been down here, so it has been a few years. So. But yeah, I think it was this road down here they were putting a sewer in. Big old honking sewer. Deal with flooding. And I don't see anything. And the road looks somewhat new, I guess. So yeah, maybe I'm wrong, or maybe that was done a long time ago. I hear somebody doing work over there, though. There's a lot of work going on. Alright, getting on the bigger road. Yeah, I must say there's a lot of construction going on around here. It's kind of strange. It's like the economy is in a lot of turbulence, but stuff is still happening. Construction is definitely one of those booming things right now. There I go left you. There we go. There we go, guy. So I gotta go like this to get on the trail. I gotta kind of make a big circle there. There we go. Now we're on a trail. And this is somewhat new. They actually installed this trail a couple of years after I moved, so I didn't get to enjoy it those first few years of my BikeBlogger channel. I think I've ridden on this trail maybe one other time in my whole series of, like, I don't know, 1,000 videos. So yeah, bike commuting to work on a trail, a new trail. Let's see. Wait a minute. Oh, that, no, there's like a little trailhead back here. Looks like you can park your car and get your bike out and ride. Woo. Some bike racks there. Oh, I didn't see if there's I don't know if there's a restroom back there or not. You can look it up if you live around here and you're interested. What is this called? It's called Deer Creek Greenway Marshall Avenue Trailhead. Oh. Yeah, I remember all those years waking up in the morning, having to climb this steep hill, which, is any of you familiar with the GoPro now? The GoPro doesn't do hills justice. Ugh. I mean, it's not an ultra steep hill, but it's probably at least a 10% grade. Ugh. Okay. I'm a little confused. I think I got off the trail and in the road, but I think the trail is actually the sidewalk there. So hang on a sec. I could totally hop that curb, but gotta play it extra safe. Let me just prove to you I'm still here. If the bike doesn't move on me. Ah, I'm still alive. Foaming at the mouth, but I'm still alive. Okay. I think we are 2 or 3 miles from work now, so getting close, getting close. Well, that was an interesting bridge. I don't know. Kind of felt like those panels on the floor of the bridge were wood or something, not concrete. Could have been, I don't know. They were painted, which kind of threw me off a little. Woo-wee. It's another cyclist. Alright. Let's go this way. Yeah, all this is new to me. This was not here years ago. All this nice new stuff the younger generation gets to enjoy. Although the road is just as well. I mean, it's a nice quiet road back here. You got the train tracks to the left, and then this is just residential road here. Okay. Gotta remember to be careful with my ankle. Yeah, I felt a little pain there for a second, but it's dissipating. Nice and easy, BikeBlogger, nice and easy. Woo. Especially since this is a single-speed bike. I actually put a little more force through the pedals than, you know, if it was a multi-speed bike. Another thing I haven't talked about is my knee. Because I haven't been walking in a proper stride, a proper gait, whatever you call it, for a while, because I've been off my foot, that's going to leave you susceptible to knee injuries. So, that's why it's very important, as soon as it's not painful, to start getting active again as soon as possible. Like I said, lubricating the joints, moving, stretching, extremely important to getting better. We all want to get better. We all want to be better people. We all want to be healthy. Ugh. Okay. So, woo-wee. Crossing the creek. I believe that is Deer Creek I just crossed, because this park is called Deer Creek Park. Deer Creek Park. So we just left the city of Webster Groves, Missouri, and we're now in the city of Maplewood, Missouri, USA, St. Louis, Missouri. And this park is called Deer Creek Park, but it's also called Deer Creek Park on the Webster Grove side. All right, here we go. Oh, okay. Didn't hurt myself. I would say probably. It's always, you know, a very last minute, you know, you make these you know, last minute decisions, probably because you're going too fast. And I'd say more often than not, these simple injuries, like, you know, hurting my ankle, or like hurting my ribs, you know, trying to jump over like a hole or really a little cliff, basically, and mountain biking, you know, is something that could have been avoided if I was just, you know, thinking about it a little more. Okay, here we go. Okay. Alright, here we go. So we're going to go behind the businesses here. Train tracks are on that elevated path above us. You can see. The Metrolink bridge. the left. Woo! Sometimes there's police cars parked behind supermarkets and stuff, you know, just because it's a quiet area and they're looking for people digging through the trash or whatever. So I don't see anyone back here right now. I've never been hassled in that sort of situation with a cop. I have been hassled by a cop before for unknowingly entering a public park past the park hours, even though the gates were open. It's like, okay, you know, how was I supposed to know the park was closed if the gates were open? So anyway, I digress. That was a long time ago. Other than that, I haven't been hassled by a cop on a bicycle, fortunately. Just minding my own business, moving along. There's a train above us. I don't know if the GoPro's catching that. There goes the train again. Woo! Okay. Oh my. Okay, yeah, we are in Maplewood, Missouri right now. Got to cross one more major road here. It's actually one of the roads I crossed earlier because I'm going in a loop. And then we'll be done. Done biking to work today. I'm gonna queue up with those guys in a second. Waiting for some more cars, and so I'm in the nice shade right now, even though it's not super hot. It's not bad sitting in the shade. Whew. I'll wait for that guy too. The light's still red. I need to get going here though in just a second. After these two guys to the left. Okay, after this red car. Alright, okay, I'm gonna miss my light after the SUV here. Come on, pack taxi, whatever the heck that is. Oh my gosh, my ankle. I gotta be easy. Okay. Whew. Made it. Barely made it, but we made it. Little light there. That other guy across the way, he was waiting on a left turn signal, so he stopped all the traffic behind me. Up in the neighborhood. Up the hill. Woo-wee. At first I thought I heard another train, but it was just a truck below. So the train tracks to the left here are actually like for big locomotives. They're not just light rail. So I don't know, there's a possibility we could see a big train here before the end of the video, but maybe not. Woo. Let that guy go. It is very difficult to direct traffic while keeping both hands on the bike and keeping control of your bike. Just got to be really careful about that. Woo. Up the hill. Oh. Go this way. Da, 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 da. I was hoping we'd see a train again. We've seen two so far in this video there. If you check my older videos, I have one from years ago. Oh man, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago or something, I don't know. There was an old-fashioned locomotive on the train tracks there. It was locomotive engine 835 or 853 or something. I'll post a link for those of you who are interested. That was pretty cool, a huge polluter, but it's one of those really old coal-fired locomotive trains. It was making its way across the country, kind of an antique, although it was operational, so I guess that wouldn't be technically considered an antique, but it was an old train engine. And they got them, they run them across the country from time to time. Owned by the big railroad monopolies. At least some of them, I think. Well, anyway, that kind of does it for me this week on the BikeBlogger channel. Very appreciate all you guys and gals hanging in there with me. I've been injured, but I'm getting better. So, if you're feeling good, even if you're not feeling good, get out there, get on a bike. You'll feel better. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bike commute to work today. Woo!